Yeah, it's hard to believe that you can meet the statutory obligations without money or adequate staff. What do the NAEP scores show when disaggregated by income, by the way?
I beg your pardon?
What do the NAEP scores show when disaggregated by income?
When disaggregate, I don't understand the
income.
question.
Okay, well, maybe you should look at the NAEP scores, because what they say, you and the chairman and a lot of members of this committee use the NAEP scores to talk about how education is doing. What we really need to look at is how we address low-income students.
Oh, okay, you're talking about performance and achievement gaps. Okay, I get it now.
Yes.
Okay. Well, NAEP scores, I think, continually show what we all know to be true. I think I've looked at it in my state of Connecticut. It's one of the things that first got me into government. I looked at the achievement gaps, and that's what I wanted to make sure that we were servicing.
And as my time expires, Madam Secretary, what they show is that we need to have investments to help our low-income students succeed, and you are cutting those investments. And I ran for Congress because I wanted to make public education better, but not just for a few, not just those who are worthy of private dollars, and not just those in wealthy neighborhoods, but every single student. As Secretary of Education, I hope you would have the same goal.
I do, and thank you.
Gentlelady's time has expired. I now recognize the gentleman from South Carolina, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you very much, Chairman Tim Walberg, for your great leadership on behalf of the American people. And gosh, thank you, Madam Secretary, for your vision and courage to promote local school control of education for parents, for students, for teachers. And Washington is not all wise, and the local elected school boards should be where power is exhibited and where people know better about the local communities, and it should be devolved to them. Additionally, I want to thank you and President Trump. You're successfully empowering American citizens, not big government. And you're actually doing the exact opposite of any dictatorship, in that power is being returned to the people, the local elected school boards that so well reflect the citizens who have elected them. And then I believe you are the right person for the job. Additionally, I believe, too, that it's so clear that education is a state issue, and it should remain as a state issue. It should not be a federal issue. And with that in mind, I recently led a letter, along with 27 of my colleagues, to call for an increase in funding for the Federal Charter Schools Program, CSP. Across the country, the charter school community is committed to providing families with high-quality public education options, voluntarily, choice of the parents. And I am grateful to see that President Trump's budget would increase the charter school program by 14%. Furthermore, last month during National Charter Schools Week, you announced an additional $60 million in funding for the CSP this year to help meet the needs of families across the country. For the American people, and particularly for the media, if you will explain what the success is of the voluntary school choice programs are, and how is this money going to be spent around the country?
Well, thank you very much, Congressman Wilson, for your kind words about me. But also, I have visited many schools, many charter schools throughout the country already. And what I have seen with those charter schools is the innovation that they are allowed to use that you don't see in a lot of our public schools. And so I'm very pleased to see that the President is also supporting school choice. The President wants to make sure that the best education is that's closest to the child, whether that's homeschooling, charter schools, public schools, private schools, religious schools. He wants to make every opportunity available to all the children in the country. So I am pleased that we did increase the budget request for charter schools.
And I too have visited the schools, and I visit all the schools that I can in the district I represent, every type that you just identified. And I hope the media will go by and visit a charter school and see how positive they are, and find out how the students are doing so well. And they're voluntary. It's what, and it's not for everyone, but where it is, the media, it would be nice for them, as they're doing investigative reporting, to look into truly not just the viewpoint of the teachers union, but what's really happening in America.